everybody, welcome back to Graybeard's Garage. Today I got a kind of hopefully a short little project for you. Been working on the Jockey Shift here on the Sportster. I built this first shifter out of a piece of 1/2-inch square stock. Didn't come out quite the way I wanted. It's alright, but it just doesn't have that pop, you know, the attention getter. So what we're going to do today is I've come up with the idea of taking a big old drill bit that I don't use anymore. Bought this for a project several years ago, used its larger counterpart once, and that was it. They've been taking up room in my toolbox ever since. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into the shifter for my Jockey Shift, and instead of my old water knob that I've been using for several years, I came across an antique glass doorknob at a junk shop here a couple of weeks back. So we're going to incorporate this doorknob onto this drill bit, get it shaped up, and turn it into our new shifter. So if this is something you find of interest, techniques is one thing I'm trying to show. This whole channel is about making things with little to no experience, basic hand tools, and little to no cost. So hopefully this one here will be an entertaining journey for you, and hopefully this will end up being a wild ride. So hang on and let's see what we can do. Hello everybody, I just got done taking the old shifter off the bike, which we end up here. See, it's made out of 1/2-inch square solid stock, nothing special. Drilled some holes in it for aesthetics and to lighten it up a little bit. Use a piece of 3/16" steel for my pivot point. I'm going to change that up a little bit different. And then there's my old favorite, the stainless steel water knob. So the idea of this one is we're going to take one of these auger bits. This is the largest one I have, which is a 3/4. But then we have a 5/8. I've already heated and shaped this one to somewhat mimic the original shape. I'm going to change this one up a little bit. So what I'm going to need to do now is I'm going to have to trim this one off right about here, and then cut this one down. I want a little bit shorter as I find myself grabbing it with my whole hand like so. So I'm going to bring this one down to about right here. So bear with me a few moments here, and I'm going to get things set up to where we can try shorten these things down, and then once we get these cut down, we'll see about doing a little bit of welding. Alrighty, welcome back everybody. Here, I just got my cutting done. Got the drill bit cut down to the size I believe I'm going to need. Mimics this one quite well. A little bit steeper of an angle here, which I had desired. A little bit shorter. So the next step that we're going to do is I've got a bolt here that directly screws into my doorknob. I'm going to attach it here at the end of the drill bit, and that's going to allow me to interchange. I've got the glass doorknob here, and I've also got one that's solid copper, and it threads on quite nicely also, so that we have a little bit of variety now and again. Now, I love collecting these things. You get them pretty cheap. I think I gave maybe, I don't know, $5 a piece for these at an antique store not far from here. So bear with me here. I'd also just got done cutting out my bolt tab, which is going to mimic this here. We're going to get this attached, welded onto this right here. Actually, it's going to be like so, and get it drilled and attached. So I'm going to go ahead off camera and get this drilled, and then we'll see about getting this welded up onto here, and then this weld up the bolt on the end of this here for the knob to attach to. Bear with me. Try to keep the boring stuff on time lapse. You know, welding isn't the greatest, but it gets the job done. So bear with me. I'll get things set up and we'll get this welding done. All right, everybody, got everything set up. Weld our tab here for our through bolt for the pivot on the shifter, and then once we get that welded on, I'm going to attach this bolt right here to give us a place to attach our knob. For this project, I'm using the old trusty Harbor Freight Special here, the old Chicago Electric Easy MIG 100. This thing's probably 10 plus years old. Picked it up off of Craigslist for like $25, and it's been doing me great ever since. I said, you don't have to spend a fortune on a welder. Would it be nice to have a great Lincoln or something of that nature? Yes, it would. Not all of us can afford it. So keep your eyes open to buy things off of Craigslist or whatnot, and we'll make it happen. So I'm going to go ahead and get these welded up and be back with you here shortly. Alright everybody, we're back. Got all the welding and shaping done. I think it turned out pretty good. Went ahead and drilled out for our pivot bolt. Attached the tab to attach our shift linkage to. So let's see about getting this thing put together. Uh-oh. Too much slack in there. That's about right. I think that'll work out just fine. Okay, now we got to put the linkage through here. acorn nut. Alrighty. There we go. Now the piece de resistance. I'll put the doorknob on. Spacer here. Let me snug this down a little bit. So the knob is threaded and also has a set screw on it to keep it from coming loose, but also have this nut here we can use as a compression fit. Whoops, I need to put my bushing on there. Kind of a spacer. I want to keep this threaded portion away from the glass. I don't want to take a chance of cracking it. It would be easier to just put a spacer in here, throw a little bit of color in it. This one's titanium nitride coated, so get a little bit of a gold accent. Slide that bad boy down, and there she is. Go in here and tighten up this set screw. She won't fall off going down the road. There she is, folks. A second here, see if I can get you a better look. Alrighty, there's our glass doorknob. And here's the factory linkage bolting into our tab here. Base of the shifter's going through a little bracket that I've got made out of a 1/4 inch steel. And it's between this bolt and this bolt here on the primary case with just a single bolt through the middle. And there she is. There you go, the world's first shifter made out of a drill bit. Alright, hope you like this project. It's pretty simple, straightforward. I hope you like it. I think it come out pretty good. Just to let you know, I found out here in about 3.5 weeks or so, there's going to be a bike show up in close to Mesa, up in Apache Junction, at one of the Harley dealers. And I'm going to see about putting this old dog in that show in the rat rod division, see what we can do for it. It'll be the first time out trying to compete. I'm just doing it more for fun than something to do than anything. So thanks again for taking the time to see what we got going on here. I've got plenty more projects coming, even more projects that aren't motorcycle related. So take a moment, if you would, give me a like if you like this video, subscribe and share it with your friends, and let's see what we got going next. This is Graybeard. We'll catch you next time.